Okay, guys, you should be able to hear me fine now. I don't know what is up with my hair. Doesn't matter. I didn't even figure that out before I got on here. But I don't know what is up with me. I look like a bird. I don't know what is up with my tablet. The microphone just was not working. I should have figured it out the other day when I tried to Zoom with it. Anyway, money, 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 money. Yeah. So I got I got a few questions about how do I make more money? How do I bring more of the monies to myself? How do I accumulate wealth? All of these things. I am flattered that I am seen as someone who has knowledge in this area, because I do, but also flattered that you would trust me with it. Now, I got a few of these questions before, and it wasn't until one of my clients said, please talk about money. And the reason I didn't answer the questions from before, or I hadn't tackled them yet, was because I didn't know if I was gonna be able to help you guys enough. See, I have self-doubt too. Because I'm not a business mentor. I'm an emotional growth mentor. I facilitate emotional growth, which business, that plays a huge role in, but I'm not interested in helping people, increase their sales and all of this stuff. So I was trying to figure out on an energetic level how I could actually help you guys and what would actually be beneficial to you as far as getting those perspective mindset shifts, those rebellious approaches to making more money. And I figured it out. And then once I figured it out, I got so excited. I wrote like 72,000 pages of notes. So if you see me, if I have to get my bearings again, if I go on a tangent, just give me a moment. So here we go. We're going to talk about money. Hold on. So I could go on, which is probably what some of you are expecting. I could go on, fill this whole space with just manifestation talk, with energetic manifestation talk. Whether you are a believer of The Secret, the book, The Secret methodology, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you believe in that stuff or not. If you believe in that particular verbiage of this methodology, of this personal development type stuff, this positive type stuff, it doesn't matter if you believe in that or not. What matters is like energy attracts like energy. And I almost in every video I talk about this, right? Like energy attracts like energy. So I would rather talk about the other side of this puzzle piece, because it's not just about manifesting. It's not just about thinking good thoughts, thinking that you deserve money, willing money into existence, imagining your bank account full. It's not just about manifestation thoughts. There's another side of it, and that is creation. You have to create. And I don't mean you have to make the money, dummy. That's a duh. But what I mean is you have to create to facilitate the manifestation. Otherwise, it's kind of like if you were to invite a bunch of people over for a party and then you're not home. No, you have to create this space for it. So, if you were, because I did this practice years and years and years ago at a emotional growth retreat with Darren. And if you're in a room, if you're with some money manifesting guru, and you're in a room with a ton of other people, and y'all are all just 5 a.m, you're all just kind of meh, just listening, feel like it's a seminar or whatever. And then you are all requested, you're all ordered to manifest joy and laughter. Do you think that you would be asked to sit there and think about it and will it into existence? No. You are asked to laugh. You are asked to create it, to create the space for it. And if you think, sorry, hold on, stop looking. Stop it, it's gross. If you think that you're too cool and that you could sit there and fake a laugh in a room full of other people faking a laugh and not catch the bug to actually start laughing your ass off to where tears are coming down your face, and then the whole room is just filled with joy and laughter for reals, then you need to wake up. You're not that cool. Like energy attracts like energy, but it's not just about manifesting. You have to create this space. So let's talk creation, okay? Let me make sure there's not a gem that I missed on that page. Blah, 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 blah. I guess to clarify, if you're not used to the concept of manifesting, manifesting is manifesting wealth. It's to align your thoughts and energy to receive that wealth. So that's what I mean by the difference between manifestation and creation. They both are required, but I want to talk about the creation of it. So the creation aspect of it, especially with the laughter analogy that I just gave you, whoever you is that's not showing me, pop your name below, give me a little wave, tell me hi. And of course, if you have any questions, pop them below. This is all life guidance. Any kind of question can fly. So creation is commonly mistaken for fake it till you make it. I don't know how many times we hear that, especially in sales, especially in entrepreneurship, the massive action, high performance world, even in other aspects of life, marriage, friendships, work, like just coworkers. Fake it till you make it is something that's commonly used, and it is so close to the concept of creation that they overlap, and that's when we get fucked up. That's when things start going awry, and we explain the difference to you. So fake it till you make, like there's a difference between dressing for success. Like if you are a law student, you're dressing for success. You dress as if you have a high paying corporate lawyer position, carry on an awesome, sexy briefcase. You know, there's a difference between that and while you're in law school, dressing up fancy like a lawyer, and then going into an office that you do not work at, sitting behind a desk and answering the phone and pretending that you are a lawyer in that firm. Like fake it till you make it, it's not the same thing. It was just a generalized term that ended up overlapping and drowning out the true power of creation that coexists with manifesting. So if you want to live an authentic life, you can't fake a goddamn thing. Point blank. You can't. If you do, you are doing yourself a disservice and you are stepping out of your own integrity. I don't care what area of your life you're doing it in. I don't care if you think you're doing it to make someone else happy. If you think, there's another one, people pleasers, if you think that you're doing it to make your life easier, if you're faking something to make a situation easier for yourself, you're actually making it harder. Don't even try to argue with me. You're actually making it harder. If you want to live an authentic life, and living an authentic life is the only way you're going to find balance and true fulfillment and pure joy and happiness in life, and passion. If you want that life, you cannot fake shit, okay? See, I go off on my little tangents and I have to bring myself back to my notes. But you can genuinely create the space for what you want. You can do that genuinely without faking anything, okay? You got to spend money to make money. We've all heard that, right? We've all heard that. You got to spend money to make money. But that doesn't just refer to the monetary impact of investments. We think it does. We think like, yes, you have to gamble high to win high. You have to make money to, you have to spend money to make money. Makes sense. But it's not just referring to the monetary value of investments. It is actually also referring to the energetic exchange. Excuse me, the energetic exchange that happens when we create that space for more income. So physically and emotionally. So I guess an important question that comes at this point is like, how do I create a physical coin purse in my mind? I feel like that's what you're telling me to do. And it is what I'm telling you to do. And I'm going to tell you how. Because it's not impossible like it sounds. And it's not floofy and like hoojaboo and like just think positive thoughts. Like it's literally has to do with like your body, what you're putting out there, and what you are making room to receive. Because especially people pleasers, you guys, I don't know what I have in my eye right now. People pleasers, you guys, we are so used to putting out all of our energy and being okay with not getting it back. So we already are like in the trenches and gonna have to dig ourselves out. But those of you that aren't people pleasers, congratulations, you have less work to do. But, all right, so right now, how to make a physical coin purse in your mind, like how to create the space for all of your manifestation, we need to talk about lack mindset and abundance mindset. If you've already heard about this, awesome. You totally know where I'm going with it. If you've already heard about it and you're like, oh, whatever, this is more secret talk. It's not. It's not. Okay. So abundance mindset. I live in this mindset. And that's why anyone that's like, oh, must be nice. You must be lucky. You just always seem to attract money. La, 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 la. No, I really work for it. I work hard for it. I know my worth. It's hard work to know your worth. It's hard work to command your worth. But lack mindset, I'm going to get into abundance mindset. Lack mindset we should cover first because it's what most of the people that are just getting into this group are living in. Lack mindset, and don't worry, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're dumb. It means that it's just how you were brought up and what we are 1000% surrounded by. We're either surrounded by lack mindset or like we battle lack mindset with like sprinkles of positive philosophy, which you wipe your ass with positive philosophy sometimes. Sometimes you need shit that works, right? I'm gonna give it to you. So lack mindset is it's the chronic mindset that there's not enough in the world. In the sense that you want more out of desperation and there's not enough out there for you to get it too. So there must only be enough for the people that are better at whatever you're doing, and they're going to get it first, and there won't be enough left for you. All of these thoughts, you see where I'm going with this. So all of these thoughts that are, must be nice, yeah, but I can't do that. Even something as simple as if you have a gift. If let's say you're a musician, okay, and you wanted to become a star, having this, and I battled with this a lot, having the idea that, well, yeah, but I'm not like Christina Aguilera, so I'm not going to get like that famous, but I'm okay like being an indie musician, like being underground, because I love performing, I love writing music. But like I never expect to be like that because I don't look like she looks, I don't sound like she sounds, so like I get it, it's fine. No! That is thinking that there's only a finite amount of resources. There's only a finite amount of money to be spent in the music industry, and Christina Aguilera gets it all, or whatever top artists, It's this whole idea that there's not enough out there for everyone. So unless you are already at the top of your game, you shouldn't even try. And this creates also all of the other anxieties. So all of the constantly broke anxieties, all of the I'm paycheck to paycheck anxieties, all of these things. You don't have to have abundance to live in an abundance mindset. That's why it's called a mindset, okay? To be in an abundance mindset, this means that there is an infinite amount of shit. If you want it, it's out there. And it's not just one thing out there and you want it, but maybe someone else wants it and you got to get to it before they get to it. That's not how this works. There's no competition. There is more than enough of everything that you want out there for anyone else that wants it too. And you can all go get it. You don't have to get there first. You don't have to get there faster. You don't have to get there better. It's out there. You just have to go get it. You don't have to be the fastest or the smartest or the best. You just have to be there. Okay? There's the weirdest noise outside. I don't know if it's a cat or a child, but it's totally distracting me. So I went off on a little tangent. Let me bring myself back real quick. So a very important thing to remember, and an abundance mindset is something that we practice, okay? It's something that we practice. It's something about, it's something that when we practice it, alongside practicing our self-worth and commanding our self-worth, this is when we can reside in this mindset. It's just like meditation. If you actually practice, not just like once a week, if you actually practice meditation, you'll find yourself in that calm state even when you're not in meditation. You'll find yourself able to snap into that even when you're not in meditation. So it is a practice. You have to rearrange the neurons in your brain. And when they're used to going down this track of like, well, fuck me, kick me while I'm down. If it's not one thing, it's another. All of this, that's just my luck, that mindset. It's just rewiring those patterns to go a different direction. That's all it is. People that are positive, abundant thinkers aren't faking it, unless they're miserable and just doing it for the camera. But I guess we all know some of those. But people that genuinely and authentically live in an abundance mindset and are positive, energetic beings, they don't fake anything. It's just something that they understand. They understand that what they want is out there and it's up to them to go get it, and it's not going to run away or disappear if they don't get there fast enough. So abundance, being in an abundance mindset when you're trying to make money. So this is going to be directly talking to you guys that are like, okay, this is all nice and floofy, cool. I understand that I need to be like, I deserve more money. But here's how you need to actually like start approaching it with your clients or your business, or whether or not you're an entrepreneur. And it is knowing that those two types of people, lack mindset and abundance mindset, if you are working hard to be in an abundance mindset, you ain't got time. You ain't got the time of day for a lack mindset bitch. Like, don't have that time. You can sympathize and be like, oh, okay, that's why they're giving me all these excuses. Cool. That's on them. That's their fear. It would be like if you can imagine being a person that loves going outside because you love the sun and you love the sky and the breeze. And then someone walks up to you and you're like, hey, want to go to the park with me? And they're like, God, no, the sky could fall at any moment. Are you kidding? That sounds crazy. We would not for a moment be like, oh my God, are you serious? It could fall? Like, I never even thought of that. Like, we think they're crazy and we're just like, oh, that's really sad that you think that. I'm going to go to the park. Deuces. I just put up 3 fingers. Deuces. And you can achieve that type of polar opposite reaction by existing in an abundance mindset when you are confronted with people that are still existing in a lack mindset. You absolutely can. And guess what? It's not your job to change them. It's your job to notice that they're still in that mindset and you ain't got time for that shit. This is something that is fundamental. If you're in any kind of business and you've heard the term go for no, that's kind of aggressive, but it's an exercise to get as many people to say no as possible. To go past the point of what you thought you were going to go, what you thought you were comfortable with, whether it's asking for a certain price, whether it is trying to convince them that they came to you begging for help and that like this help is worth it. Whatever you're doing in your business, whatever income you are trying to gain, going for no is a practice of literally, it's not about a quantity, like go for no and eventually someone will say yes. Granted, some people take it there and just use it as a massive action tool, but really it's a practice in getting your mind used to, not getting it used to rejection, but getting it used to hearing that some people think the fucking sky is falling. And it's a practice in getting your mind used to not being affected by their irrational fear that the sky is falling. That's all that is. So abundance mindset equals a command of your self-worth. And now if you're working with a company and you're in sales, you're selling a product, even that can be a reflection of your self-worth. Because I'm telling you right now, if you're working for a company and you don't believe in the product, what the fuck are you working for that company for? I'm not gonna tell you how to make more money. I'm gonna tell you how to be happy and find some shit that fulfills you. Quit. But if you're working for a company that you do believe in the product and you're happy to share with people, you just need your numbers to be better. It's because of your own mindset. You're living in a lack mindset. No one's gonna buy this from me. No one's gonna spend this, blah, blah, blah. Abundance mindset equals a command of self-worth. Your self-worth is knowing that you are standing in integrity. We'll get into that in a second. But abundance mindset equals command of self-worth. Command of self-worth equals ease of monetary tension. Do you like the way I worded that? It's so fancy. But getting rid of that money tension, okay? And what I mean by that is if you are asking a certain price, whether you're asking, whether it's thinking about a raise, whether it is you're an entrepreneur and you are setting a price for your services, whether you are with a company and they've set the price, but this is a price, or maybe they've upped the price of something you were comfortably used to selling for this much, and now they just upped it to here, and you're like, I could barely sell it when it was here, no matter what it is. You know that feeling of like, if you're shitting your pants just trying to sell it at this one level, and so you can't even think about like selling it at this level. You're like, that's, no one's gonna buy that. That's dumb. That is tension. That is monetary tension. Sorry, I got lost in like that noise outside. That is monetary tension. That is when you're putting your fears on someone else. Again, people pleasers out there. And this is a lot of people pleasers. If you are really affected by, oh, I just don't want to ask them for the money, you're probably a people pleaser, because this is something that doesn't affect other people. They might not be great at sales, but they're not afraid to ask. But people pleasers, we think we know what other people are thinking. We think we know what they're gonna say because we live in empathy. And living in empathy makes you so aware of other people's thought processes on the daily, but it tricks us into thinking, because really we're just trying to take control of everything, but it tricks us into thinking that we know how they're gonna react. So we agonize over this. Clearly I have overcome it because I own my own business. I know my fucking worth. I'm not afraid to ask for it. And people that aren't okay with it, they're just living in their lack mindset, and that is not my problem. I'm going to continue to be abundant, and they can stay where they're at. I'll still be here when they crawl out of their lack mindset. Totally fine. No hard feelings. So when you master a command of your self-worth, you don't shit your pants about asking for the price. You don't shit your pants about upping the price. It doesn't matter, because as long as you're standing in integrity and it's a number that you're comfortable with, because you know the value, whether it is a company's product, whether it is your own services, whether it is you asking for a raise, so your services to the company, whatever. When you're standing in alignment with yourself, being authentic, coming with positive energy, and you know your own worth, you're able to command your own worth and stand in integrity with that. Have that faith in that product. You're not gonna have that monetary tension. And it's gonna make a lot of the things that are scary about bringing in more income not scary anymore. And if they're not scary, then they're not a fucking problem. So, went on another tangent. Let me catch myself up. La 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 la. So yeah. Doesn't matter if you work for business, for yourself. You need the unshakable, unfuckwithable authenticity. And knowing that you're 100% standing in that integrity. Because if there's even an ounce of like, no, yeah, I love this product, but like, I wouldn't pay that much for it. Good thing I get a discount, or like whatever it is. Or even, I love this product, but it was even hard for me to afford it. And this person's even broker than me. Whatever it is, if you have a shred of doubt of its value, that's gotta be a kid. Sorry. If you have even a shred of doubt of its value, everything's gonna crumble. And that's gonna shoehorn you back into the lack mindset. And that's when everything starts to come back in. So having that unshakable authenticity, knowing that you're standing in your integrity in what elicits faith is what elicits faith in the product or you and its current value. Mostly you're going to get the rejections that you're going to get, whether it's when you're asking for a raise, whether it's selling a product for a company, or whether it is asking your own worth for your own services. Most of the rejections you're going to get are going to be lack mindset issues that you're dealing with, that you're not dealing with. Let me reword that. They're going to be, okay, most of the rejections that you get are going to be the same bullshit issues that you're refusing to acknowledge in your own life. That's what I meant to say. And it is insane. It is super insane to actually recognize this pattern. And it's weird because it's almost like we don't see these things happening. We don't see that our abundance mindset has started to slip until we have a mirror of a client put in front of our face. And then we're like, Jesus, like all this, everyone was good, abundance. And then all of a sudden it's like, you know, client after client after client is like, I can't. I don't have time. I'm too broke. I don't need that. Blah, 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 blah. And I don't understand where this is all of a sudden coming from. Is there something in the water? Is there a full fucking moon? Like, what is happening? And then you have to stop. And if you start to think about it, you will see all the ways it correlates with whatever you're going through right now. Whatever you're going through right now. And that means that you've started slipping back into the lack mindset. That means that the reason that you were unaware of it until your client was a mirror was because you slipped back into faking it till you made it. Baked it. Faking it until you made it. Jesus. I am smart. Listen to me. But yeah, that means that you've slid back into faking it till you made it instead of creating space for what you want. And in your head, you're like, yeah, I'm doing all this creation. I'm creating this space, when really you were just pounding out the work out of fear because you know, whatever. So it's your mortgage is getting to you, or like your truck broke down. Now you all of a sudden have that bill. Something triggered, something pulled, and you were comfortable in your abundance mindset. You were creating space while you were manifesting, but you were creating the space for what you wanted. And then something happened in your day-to-day life that tugged at your fear strings, and it started pulling you back into the lack mindset. And you didn't see it happening because you just felt fear. You didn't know about what, but you just felt like this kind of pressure coming down. And you're like, okay, it's just because my electric bill was really high this month. It's just because the truck broke down. It's just because of the mortgage. It's just because of this, whatever. And I just got to work harder, harder, harder. But you end up using that fear to push you in your business. So what happens is, even though you're busting your ass and working 10 times as hard, like massive affecting it, you're still not getting the results that you want. You're getting met with more and more objection. You're getting met with more and more of people's lack mindset. And here is an amazing thing that most entrepreneurs, most people trying to bring in their own income, worker bees, don't allow themselves and give themselves the compassion to consider. Let's see, I worded it really good right here. I worded it good, so I'm gonna read it just how I worded it. So when your clients are mimicking your own fears, they aren't proving your fear right. It is simply like energy attracting like energy. What I mean by that is, when you start, you're panicking at home, so you're trying to pump out even more work because you know you need to suddenly bring in a lot more money. Then, and maybe you're not freaking out at home. Maybe it wasn't something big that happened. Maybe it's just a creeping feeling that, like, I want more money and I need a better life, and you're just feeling a pressure about it instead of abundance and happiness about it. And then you keep getting met with these people. They're not proving you right. So, but let's go back to that little, for instance, of I could barely afford this product when I started. They're not going to be able to afford it. Then you get a client that goes, I can't afford that. You have two options. Either you can go, see, how am I going to sell this shit? Or you go, all right, what am I existing in right now that's attracting these people to me? Because they're not proving you right. You're both wrong. It's just that your energy attracted them to you. Your lack mindset attracted that to you. That's all it is. But we really do, because there's so many, especially in entrepreneurs, we reevaluate all the time the conversations that we have with clients, because you have to constantly be growing. All right, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What's working for me? What's not working for me? So it's really hard to take our clients' feedback into account, or their reactions into account, when we're not considering the fact that, oh, they're not actually giving me feedback. They're not proving my fears right. This is just, I'm not handling my own shit in my body, in my mind, and I am putting shit energy out there, and I am pushing my way through with fear. I'm, trying to get this goal with fear. So that's all I'm attracting, is just fear-based lack mindset. So I'm going to wrap this up, because I know I ramble. But again, you guys, I told you I get excited about this because I want you to be happy and live in this abundant life and bring all the monies to you, because there is enough. So let me just wrap up with saying, because any goal obtained by fear is not sustainable. Repeat that if you must. Any goal obtained by fear is not sustainable. Because the fear is inhabiting the space that you created for the things that you want. So the things that you want, even if they miraculously came to you, they had nowhere to go. Okay? Create the space for the things that you want. All right? Like energy attracts like energy. Of course, focus on manifesting, but you got to take that action. You have to create the space for it. You got to spend money to make money, monetarily, physically, energetically. I hope this helped. I think that was a fantastic topic. And if I did not answer your question enough, let me know. Again, always, you can reword your questions, send them to me again. Be like, nice try, but that's not really what I meant. I love answering y'all's questions. Submit your questions anytime. We do this every Monday and Friday. Submit them via message, or if you're ever on the live stream, put them in the comments below and we will get to them. And if you need help as an entrepreneur, I can absolutely help you through that. I do work with clients one-on-one, especially people building their own business. That is so exciting to me. But if you are in the workforce and you want business mentorship, to get them numbers, to climb up that ladder, I absolutely can connect you with my own business mentor. He's fantastic. I don't really do that. But I love you guys so, so, so much. Thanks for putting up with me and my hair and my rambling, and I will see you later.